I need this. Yeah, perfect. D15, 2.4 gigahertz, 4K EIS, drone with FPV. Let's take a look. Alright, so yeah, this is the D15 from DeeRC, and that's not the DeeRC, that's DeeRC. It's going to be your standard quad rotor, 4K with image stabilization. It's got fixed props, so you can't fold it or anything like that. I do like that it has the landing legs, and you've got your camera with kind of like a rubber shock absorbent mount here, and you can tilt the camera. You have lights on the bottom and your optical flow sensor. You do have LEDs here in these rings, red for forward, green for back or the rear. Pretty easy. When it does come in the box, the props are off of it. You just need a little Phillips head screwdriver, and you screw them on, and you put these little like end caps in there. I don't know. It looks nice, I guess. Matchy matchy. Standard remote control with the phone dealie to hold onto your phone and all your fingerprints so you can throw it really fast. What I thought was really neat about this, and I noticed it right away when I opened it up, the battery, you don't have like a charger that comes with the drone. The battery has a USB-C port right on it. So you just plug in, it's got charge indicator or charge status lights here that you can check. It's just got 4 bars, so you know 4 bars would be full when they light up. Super simple. Battery slides in the back. Standard stuff. And then to turn on the drone itself, you're going to hold down this button on the battery until the bars charge up. Boom. It turns on. Makes a bunch of beeping noises to let you know that it's alive. I am going to connect to the Wi-Fi real quick so I can show those features. So standard stuff on the Wi-Fi, when you turn on the drone, you'll have a Wi-Fi network to connect to. So you can go in and connect to it. And then you're going to open up the Ophelia Go app, and you can see that it's connected to the drone there. A lot of your features are going to be really standard here, so record video, take picture, you can view the photos and stuff that you have taken, and they go to your phone in 720p, or if you have a memory card in, you can record at 1080p 60 frames per second or 4K 30 frames per second. You do have control over the camera settings, so you can change like the ISO, you can change your white balance, you can add brightness, saturation, you can change it to just grayscale. So it's nice to be able to have that, what I would consider relatively full control over the camera settings. Here you also have access to your other settings, so it doesn't work when it thinks it's in flight right now because I need to calibrate it, but you can set like whether you want British units, so like feet, or metric for meters. That's good for the speed and the distance and height. Also in the app you have your follow me function. This uses your phone's GPS and the drone's GPS to track you and follow you. You have orbit flight. This is multifunction in this one. You can either have it orbit you, so it'll just fly in a circle while looking at you, or you can tell it a point to orbit and it will orbit that point, so it doesn't necessarily have to be you. You also have a headless mode. I won't go into that too much, other than to say if you have to use it, you probably shouldn't be flying a drone, but it just makes it really easy for beginners. to fly. You have your return home button and your set home position button. One of my main complaints, and this isn't even really about the drone or the holder, but with my Android phone, which I use most of the time, because of where the buttons are located on the phone, I have to have the phone shifted over and it just looks dumb. When I'm using my iPhone, because of where the buttons are, I can have it directly centered. It appeals to my OCD side. My need for perfection. But at least it's easy enough to, you know, swap phones in and out really quick. As far as the controller is concerned, you do have your return to home button or your set home button. You have your arm button. Press once for camera, like to take a picture. Hold down for video. You have your one key takeoff. This rotary dial right here doesn't do anything. It doesn't even move. It's just there for looks. You have another rotary dial here. This is for actually moving the camera up and down. See that guy waving at you. This will go full 90 degrees down, and it goes, I would call it like -5 degrees. It actually points up a little bit, which is really nice. If you're in a forward motion, you can have a little bit of up on the camera, up view on the camera, up angle on the camera rather, so that you can, you know, look straight out instead of down at the ground. GPS toggle on the right of the controller. And yeah, that's about it. So here's some video of me out flying it. Alright, well this is the review for the DeeRC D15. It's a 4K EIS drone with GPS capability and just all kinds of good stuff. So it wants to do a geomagnetic calibration, so that's just one of those ones where we spin it around 3 times horizontally. And then put it face up and spin it 3 times, give or take, until the message disappears on the phone. And this is my Android phone I'm using as a secondary, so it takes a long time to get good GPS, but it looks like it got it. Put it in low speed mode, and we have to hit the arm button, which is the red lock button right there, and it'll turn on, and then one key to take off. So super simple there. I'm gonna go in and start recording on this drone, and we're in tripod mode, so it's going to be pretty slow. You can see how stable it is. It's actually very stable. Try not to piss off the sheep too much. But yeah, flies really good. It has a circle function, all kinds of good stuff. I'll put this video up. You can see how stable it is. I'm going to leave it hovering up there, and I have my HS720 out.
So let's see how fast this guy can go. I'm gonna long press and put it into high speed mode here. Call it sport mode. Oh, one other function since I'm looking up there at it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but little lights on the bottom that turn on and off, which is really cool. It helps you keep track of it. So it's a pretty quick drone. It says it can do about 40K. One other really nice feature is that you can go up and down on the camera remotely. Now it's not proportionally controlled or anything, so it's just kind of one speed up and one speed down. But it's still really nice to have that. You have a few other features. You have a follow me, orbit flight, and headless mode. I never use headless mode. Orbit flight's cool. It'll just draw a circle around you. Follow me will do exactly what it says. It'll follow you. You have your return to home and set home position. You have all your recording functions over here, so you can record, take a picture, and you can access your photos from the SD card of the drone, or if you don't have the SD card in the drone, it stores them to your phone, and that's nice. But yeah, I mean, for around 200 bucks, it's not a bad little unit. My only complaint is that it said it had 5G communication, which would mean, you know, I can get a lot longer range out of it. The video won't drop out as much. It just cooperates a lot better. And I get it, and it says 2.4 gigahertz on the box, so I don't know if it's 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. Either way, 200 bucks. What more can you expect? It works really good. Super stable. Really nice for just getting some video. Or you can do what I do and I check out the solar panels on my my camper.
All in all, this D15 is a really nice drone. It is advertised as having 5G communication, but when I got it in the mail from Amazon, on the box it said 2.4 gigahertz, so I'm not really sure what to take from that. I don't know if it's 5G or 2.4, or maybe there's a typo. Either way, it seems to go relatively long distance. I've only gotten it about 300 or 400 feet away from me, but the video doesn't break up. I've gotten it about 200 feet in the air, up, just straight up above me, and it does really good. I turn on the landing lights, they like to call them. They're really bright, and it helps you keep track of it in the sky, whether it's day or dusk or whatever. I don't recommend getting it out of eyesight, of course. That's kind of against regulations as it is. But yeah, good drone. It can be had for around $200 on Amazon Prime. Get it in 2 days. Enjoy it. I saw they were running a coupon code. It was $25 off, which would bring it down to I think it was like $164, $167 all said and done, that's a steal for a 4K drone with electronic image stabilization. It flies really good. It's super stable. I think I said that a few times when I was actually flying it around. But it's a good drone overall, and I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy it if you're in the market for a budget drone that has a lot of really nice features that you wouldn't expect to find in a budget drone. So, thanks for watching. Shoot me a like and a subscribe if you feel like it. If you disliked it, you know where that button is. And feel free to throw some comments in there if you have any questions, anything I didn't answer. I do my best to get those all responded to as quickly as possible. So, thanks again.